The room feels steady, the world feels far. A soda glow across the walls. I let the hours move as they are. No need to answer when one recalls. Every moment asks for space, not to speak, just to exist. Some feelings don't need a place, they only want to be noticed. The night holds my thoughts tonight, not heavy, no unkind. I don't push them out of sight, I let them cross my mind. I don't search for what is burned, I don't rush the light. The night holds my thoughts tonight, until they settle right. Time moves gently without a sound. To stay awake but not alone. Every question circled around, finding rest before the dawn. I don't chase the past away, I don't ask it to return. Some answers learn to stay without the need to burn. Tonight holds my thoughts tonight, they come and then they go. I don't need to hold them tight, I let them moment through. I don't feel the open door, how they find the same. The night holds my thoughts tonight, until they lose their way. If the stillness feels too wide, I remind myself I'm here. Every breath keeps me aligned, every step feels clear. The night holds my thoughts tonight, no reason to control. Every feeling finds its time when I let them on. So I don't doubt the coming light, I don't question why. The night holds my thoughts tonight, and lets them pass me by. I stay, I stay. A memory moves across my day, not sharp, not pulling me apart. It rests like something left unsaid, still warm against the heart. I don't hold it, I don't turn, I let the feeling pass its course. Some lessons ask to be observed, not changed, not forced. I'm breathing through old moments, letting time unfold. Not every memory is heavy, not every story's cold. I don't push the past behind me, I don't let it stay. I'm breathing through old moments, finding space today. with no need to rush or slow. I've learned to read the shape of things and let their meaning show. I don't search for what was lost, I don't replay the end. Some feelings fade by letting go, some soften when they bend. I'm breathing through old moments, they rise and then release. Not every thought is asking for answers or for peace. I don't fight the passing hours, I don't beg them stay. I'm breathing through old moments, learning what remains. If reflection feels too close, I steady where I am. Every breath becomes a line between who I was and who I am. I'm breathing through all moments without regret or blame. Every part of what has been still shapes my name. I don't need to close the distance, I don't need to wait. I'm breathing through old moments and meeting now halfway. I breathe, I breathe, I breathe, I breathe, the day unfolds without a plan. I let it move the way it wants. No promises held in my hands, no pressure on the thoughts. Every change arrives on time, even when it feels unclear. Some answers come without a sign, they only ask me to stay near. Nothing lost, nothing forced, I don't rush the shape of things. I let the moment choose its course, I let the meaning settle in. I don't measure what it costs, I don't count the past again. Nothing lost, nothing forced, I let the present lead me in. The weight I carry learns to fade, not gone, just resting now. Some truths don't need to be explained, they show me how. I don't chase another scene, I don't rewrite what was. Every feeling stays between what I am and what I was. Nothing lost, nothing forced, I don't push against the flow. Some things ask to be explored, some just wanna slowly go. I don't hold what can't be crossed, I don't feel where this has been. Nothing lost, nothing forced, I let the calm begin. If the future feels too wide, I stay with what is real. Every step I don't divide still shows me how to feel. Nothing lost, nothing forced, no need to hurry time. Every road that I have walked still led me to this line. I don't question what it taught, I don't ask it to defend. Nothing lost, nothing forced, I don't rush the shape of things. I let the moment choose its course, I let the meaning settle in. I don't measure what it costs, I don't count the past again. Nothing lost, nothing forced, I let this moment stand. I stand, I stand. explain. I feel a shift I can't erase, not sharp enough to be pain. Every moment draws a line between what fades and what remains. Some emotions take their time before they find their name. I let the feeling stay. I don't ask it to leave. Some truths arrive quietly, just asking to be seen. I don't shape it into words, I don't push it away. I open space inside of my chest and let the feeling stay. The city breathes in muted tones. The night feels wide but calm. I'm not alone with what I hold. It rests within my palms. I don't measure how it feels. I don't search for what it means. Some answers form in silence between the in-betweens. I let the feeling stay without a need to know. Not every step requires a place I have to go. I don't guard against the truth, I don't look away. I stand exactly where I am and let the feeling stay. If the moment feels unclear, I don't rush it through. Every breath that keeps me here still feels honest and true. I let the feeling stay, no fear of what it brings. Every part of who I am lives inside these things. I don't rush to understand, I don't make it fade. I trust the space I've learned to hold and let the feeling stay. I allow, I remain. The morning comes without demand, light resting soft on open eyes. I feel the day take shape in my hands. No reason given, no disguise. Every second slows its pace, as if it knows I'm here. Some moments don't need to race, they only need to appear. When time moves gently, I learn to stay. I stop counting reasons, I stop pulling days away. Nothing asks me to hurry, nothing asks me to choose. When time moves gently, I finally move. The world feels closer than before, not louder, just more clear. chase the next design. I don't fear what's new. Some answers arrive on their own when I let the moment through. When time moves gently, I breathe it in. Every part of where I stand feels honest from within. I don't fight the current, I don't need proof. When time moves gently, I learn the truth. When time moves gently, I breathe it in. Every part of where I stand feels honest from within. I don't fight the current, I don't need proof. When time moves gently, I learn the truth. If my thoughts begin to run, I guide them back again. Every step I haven't planned still shows me where I am. When time moves gently, I feel aligned. Not everything needs fixing, not every thought needs time. I release the pressure, I lose the rules. When time moves gently, I finally move. I arrive right now, right now. The day feels softer than before. Not bright, just clear enough. I notice things I'd passed before. When life feels slow and rough, every moment leaves a mark. Even when I feel small, some nature me within the bar, without a sound at all. I'm holding light in simple ways, not asking it to stay. I find it in the in-between of ordinary days. I don't need it to be strong, I don't need it to prove. I'm holding light in simple ways and light myself know. The air feels calm against my skin. I stand without a plan. Some strength I found by staying still and knowing where I am. I don't reach for what I like, I don't borrow time. Every step I don't look back still feels honest, still feels mine. I'm holding light in simple ways, it meets me where I stand. Not every truth arrives as fire, someone fits in the hand. I don't search for better days, I don't try to choose. I'm holding light in simple ways and letting it be true. If the road feels undefined, I don't ask it where to lead. Every calm I choose to find still gives me what I need. I'm holding light in sunken ways, no need to understand. Every part of land still rests within the plan. I don't push the dark away, I don't let it stay. I'm holding light in simple ways and we don't good is here. The ceiling watches every thought as minutes drift between the lines. Sleep arrives but doesn't lock the movement happening inside. I don't chase the edge of rest, I don't fight the open space. Some awareness stays alert, tracing every silent place. I'm still awake inside my mind while the world slows down outside. Now restless, not confined, just present with the right. I don't need the dark to end, I don't force a sign. I'm still awake inside my mind, letting moments realign, letting moments realign. Yeah. The pulse of time feels soft and near, like something steady in my chest. I listen without trying to hear, I'm calm without the need for rest. I don't label what I feel, I don't turn it into sound. Some clarity arrives alone when pressure isn't found. I'm still awake inside my mind, not lost within the noise. Every thought has room to move without a need for choice. I don't search for morning light, I don't read the signs. I'm still awake inside my mind while the motivates the signs. I'm still awake inside my mind while the moment finds its time. If awareness feels too wide, I focus on the now. Every breath becomes a guide, showing me how. I'm still awake inside my mind, no reason to escape. Every feeling has a place in the form it takes. I don't rush the hours past, I don't draw the line. I'm still awake inside my mind, and that feels alive. Alive feels awake. The room stays still without a sound. My thoughts don't need a name. There's a sense I haven't found, but it feels the same. I don't force it into shape, I don't try to understand. Some emotions choose their place without a plan. Some feelings don't need words, they settle on their own. Not everything inside the heart is meant to be shown. I don't question what I feel, I don't ask it to explain. Some feelings don't need words to know they remain. The night moves slow across the floor, time doesn't pull or bend. I felt this space in me before, it doesn't need an end. I don't chase a clearer view, I don't ask the moment why. true, stay close because they don't need to try. Some feelings don't need words, they live between the lines. Not every thought requires a reason or a sign. I don't try to hold them tight, I don't let them fade. Some feelings don't need words, they stay the way they stay. If the meaning feels unclear, I don't turn away. Every breath that keeps me here still knows the way. Some feelings don't need words, no voice, no disguise. Every part of what I sense already knows why. I don't search for deeper terms, I don't change their form. Some feelings don't need words to feel warm. I sense, I stay, I stay. Across familiar streets again, with daylight soft on every turn. Nothing pulls me back too hard, nothing asking me to learn. Every step recalls a trace, not to hold me, just to show how I reached this open place from a life I used to know. I walk slowly with the past, not ahead, not far behind. I don't rush the steps I've taken, I don't leave them out of sight. I don't carry every mark, I don't drag the weight I had. I walk slowly with the past and let it match my stride. The hours shape a calmer view. I notice how the ground feels firm. Some distance grows by standing still, some lessons wait their turn. I don't ask for things to change, I don't wish for other ground. Every path I chose to take still brought me here and now. I walk slowly with the past, giving space to what remains. Not every chapter stays open, not every step was pain. I don't close the door behind me, I don't turn and stare. I walk slowly with the past until the air feels fair. If reflection moves too close, I study what I feel. Every moment I allow still teaches what is real. I walk slowly with the past, no need to push it through. Every part of where I've been still shape the way I move. I don't ask it to define me, I don't let it last. I walk slowly with the past and keep my balance. sky feels open above my head, not asking more than I can give. I follow the pace my breath has set, learning a softer way to live. Every doubt begins to slow when I stop asking for proof. Some answers grow below the noise, rooted in quiet truth. This is where hope waits patiently, not loud, not far from view. It doesn't pull or promise me, it simply sees me through. I don't rush toward tomorrow, I don't need a sign. This is where hope waits patiently, meeting me in time. Meeting me in time. The road ahead feels undefined, but steady underneath my feet. I've learned not every plan arrives, some paths unfold discreet. I don't measure how far I've come, I don't mark where I should be. Some strength appears when I release the need for certainty. This is where hope waits patiently, without a final word. It holds a place inside the space where fear is no longer heard. I don't chase a perfect ending, I don't cross the line. This is where hope waits patiently, keeping pace with mine. If the future feels unclear, I stand within the now. Every step I choose to keep still shows me how. This is where hope waits patiently, no pressure, no disguise. It lives within the moments I no longer try to outrun or revise. I don't ask it to protect me, I don't need a guide. This is where hope waits patiently, stays by my side. It waits. So do I. The day unfolds without demand, I feel my steps align again. No pressure resting in my hands, no rush against the plan. Every answer doesn't speak, some appear when I release the need to move ahead too fast, the need for certainty. A calm heart knows the way, without a map or sign. It listens more than it explains, it moves in patient time. I don't question every turn, I don't doubt the state. A calm heart knows the way and gently leads my day. To when I stay true. A calm heart knows the way, even when the road feels long. It doesn't ask for everything, it only asks for now. I don't force the future shape, I don't rush today, I don't rush today. A calm heart knows the way and keeps me in my place. If my thoughts begin to sway, I return to breathe and sound. Every pause I choose to take still keeps my feet on ground. A calm heart knows the way, no need to prove or show. Every step I'm meant to take already seems to know. I don't fear what lies ahead, I don't replay. A calm heart knows the way and lets me stay. I trust, I move, I move. I trust, I move, I trust, I move. I stand between what was and is, a moment held, not pulled apart. No need to reach for former days, no urge to guard the heart. Every memory finds its place without control or blame. Some distance forms by standing still and letting time remain. This space between then and now feels steady under me, not asking for a clearer past or who I'm meant to be. I don't lean toward what has gone, I don't rush ahead somehow. I breathe inside the open ground, the space between then and now. The present moves at its own speed, I follow without doubt. Some truths arrive by staying here, not searching for a route. I don't compare the steps I took, I don't weigh the cost. Every place I choose to stand shows what wasn't lost. This space between then and now holds more than I once knew. Not every answer lives ahead, some clarity feels new. I don't chase another frame, I don't ask it how. I settle into what I feel, the space between then and now. If reflection feels too near, I soften where I stand. Every pause I let unfold still rests within my hands. This feels steady when I move. I'm pulling back now, pushing fast. I sense the weight begin to loosen, and questions rooted in the past. I don't search for solid proof, I don't need a stronger sign. Some certainty returns on its own when I stop drawing the line. Every step feels real again. Not borrowed, not delay. I'm not tracing for my patterns, I'm choosing what I make. I don't rush towards certainty, I don't look for pain. Every step feels real again, and steady feels the same. The air aligns with how I breathe, no tension left to guard. I follow what arrives in me without a map or mold. Got a mess for clarity, I don't force a plan. Some direction finds this voice when I trust where I am. Every step feels real again, without a need to prove. I'm not waiting for permission, I'm honoring my mood. I don't question every time, I don't feel the game. Every step feels real again, and grounded feels the same. If doubt race across my view, I'll let it pass me by. Every path I choose to keep still brings me back inside. Every step feels real again, no pressure, no demand. I'm not chasing, I was lost, I'm standing where I stand. I don't rush the open road, I don't need to explain. Every step feels real again, and that feels plain and unsure. I loosen what I used to hold, not all at once, just enough. The grip I kept just growing hold. The weight feels lighter when I trust. I don't call the moment close, I don't cut you far away. Some balance forms when I allow what needs to fade. I'm letting go without breaking, nothing so honest at my chest. I'm not erasing what was real, I'm choosing what can rest. I don't force a final answer, I don't rush to change. I'm letting go without breaking, I'm still feeling the same. The air feels open where I stand, no pressure asking me to prove. At least some things are softer hands, and watch how life can move. I don't chase another shade, I don't replay the sound. Some peace arrives by stepping back and letting space be found. I'm letting go without breaking. a piece of what remains inside. I don't feel the empty space. I don't need to explain. I'm letting go without breaking, still staying whole. If the shift feels unfamiliar, I breathe and let it be. Every release I choose to make still brings me clarity. I'm letting go without breaking. No loss I can't repair. Every step away the daylight slowly steps aside. No rush, no need to stay. I feel the weight of hours fade as edges turn to gray. Every thought begins to slow without a reason why. Some endings come to rest alone without a final sign. The day turns in smaller ways, not sharp enough to pull me down. I feel it more on slower days when silence gathers around. I don't ask it to disappear. I don't make a scene. Some strength forms by staying near. What I didn't need. I stay even when it's hard, when the answers don't arrive. I don't turn my back on feeling just to keep the calm alive. I don't leave when doubt appears. I don't guard my heart. I stay even when it's hard, and that becomes my part. The hours test my steady ground, but nothing breaks in place. I learn how much resolve is found by meeting what I face. I don't trade this space for ease. I don't ask for less. Some courage lives in choosing not to guess. I stay even when it's hard, when the night feels long and close. I don't measure every moment by the fear it shows. I don't run from what is real. I don't fall apart. I stay even when it's hard, and let it shape my heart. If my balance feels unsure, I breathe and stay aligned. Every pause I choose to hold still strengthens what I find. I stay even when it's hard, no escape in sight. Every step I keep on taking still leads me through the night. I don't need a perfect start. I don't play a part. I stay even when it's hard, and that is where I start. Stay. trees. I feel the meaning settling by standing in one place. I don't decorate the truth, I don't turn away. Some strength is found in letting things arrive their way. Nothing loud, just true, no signal, no disguise. Every feeling has a place when nothing tries to rise. I don't fight the subtle tone, I don't need proof. Nothing loud, just true, and that is enough. If the moment feels too thin, I don't fill the space. Every pause I choose to keep still holds its grace. Nothing loud, just true, I won't need to rearrange. Everything I'm meant to feel still falls within my range. I don't call tomorrow close, I don't ask it to. Nothing loud, just true, and I stay with you. I remain here. I don't pack my thoughts to go, I don't need a different place. The feeling finds me where I stand and slowly shifts its way. Every breath begins to come without a reason why. Some peace appears by staying close and not asking it to hide. I'm finding peace without leaving, without a door to close. I don't escape the moment, I let it show me what it knows. I don't search for other ground, I don't change my view. I'm finding peace without leaving, by staying true. Nothing asks me to move. I notice how the present holds more than I once assumed. I don't measure how far I've come, I don't rush it. Some clarity arrives on its own when I stay instead. I'm finding peace without leaving, no distance left to cross. Not every calm requires a sense of what was lost. I don't run towards silence, I don't ask it to. I'm finding peace without leaving and letting it come through. If my thoughts begin to scatter, I guide them back inside. Every pause I choose to honor still becomes my guide. I'm finding peace without leaving, no need to rearrange. Everything I'm meant to feel still arrives unchanged. moves without demand. I feel the day release its hold. Nothing more I need to plan, nothing left untold. Every breath feels steady now, like it knows where to begin. Some clarity appears alone when I stop looking in. I'm still here, still feeling, not lost, I'm moving on. Every part of what I carry still knows where it belongs. I don't ask the past what it says, I don't push the truth away. I'm still here, still feeling, and that is how I stay. The weight I held no longer bends. Your wrist but doesn't pull. I've learned how much is found by staying me where I am. I don't need a final sign, I don't need to know the end. Some strength is built by choosing to remain. I'm still here, still feeling, without a need to change. Not every moment asks for fixing. Some just wanna stay. I don't close the door behind me, I don't run ahead. I'm still here, still feeling, grounded where I stand. If the future calls too loud, I return to now. Every pause I choose to trust still shows me how. I'm still here, still feeling, don't feel left to defend. Everything that brought me here still walks with me in the end. I don't trade this space for incense, I don't fade away. I'm still here, still feeling, and I choose to stay. Still here, still feeling. City lights stay low behind the glass. Another night moves slowly through my mind. Nothing broken, nothing in the past, just a feeling that refuses to unwind. Every thought keeps asking me to stay, not to run, not to disappear. Some emotions don't need words to say, they only ask me to stay near. I'm staying where the heart is, even when it feels unsure. I don't chase another moment, I let the feeling endure. I don't need to escape it, I don't need to pretend. I'm staying where the heart is, until the weight begins to bend. Shadows move like time across the floor. Memories breathe without a sound. Some nights open feelings I ignore. Some truths don't wanna be shut down. I don't fight what comes my way. I don't rush to come my way. Every step I choose to take still feels honest when I stay. I'm staying where the heart is, when the night feels long and slow. Some days hurt beneath the surface, some days quietly let go. I don't need a clear direction, I don't need to know when. I'm staying where the heart is, until the dark feels thin. If the silence pulls me deep, I remind myself I'm here. Every breath I choose to keep makes the next step clear. I'm staying where the heart is, no need to force control. Every feeling has a reason, every moment shapes the soul. I don't fear the stillness, I don't hide within. I'm staying where the heart is, letting light come in. I stay, I stay. And when the stays open to the night, streetlights rest open in sky. I feel the past move through my chest, not heavy, just alive. That a moment finds its way, even when I turn away. Some days if I need the skin, waiting to be felt again. These soft days that never left, they follow me through time. Not asking for attention, just space inside my mind. I don't try to erase them, I don't push them aside. These soft days are never left, so walk with me tonight. The hours fall without a sound. I look and pass me by. Nothing here is holding me. Nothing asks me why. I don't rush the sense of change, I don't force myself to heal. Some emotions learn to stay long enough to feel real. These soft days that never left, they rise and then they fade. Not every memory is pain, not every mark is shade. I don't need to soften, I don't need to hide. These Sadr. The night arrives without a warning sign. I sit with thoughts that circle slow, nothing asking for my time, nothing telling me to go. Every feeling finds a shape, even when it feels unclear. I don't hide from what I sense. I'm learning how to feel without fear. I'm learning to feel without fear, letting moments touch my skin. Not every truth needs distance, not every door stays closed within. I don't fight what finds me here, I don't turn away again. I'm learning to feel without fear, letting myself begin. The past doesn't pull me down, it only shows where I've been. Some lessons speak without a sound, some strength grows deep within. I don't rush the sense of change, I don't question what is near. Every breath becomes a sign that I'm learning how to feel without fear. I'm learning to feel without fear, giving space to what is real. Some emotions need attention just to know how they can heal. I don't need to disappear, I don't need the hardened skin. I'm learning to feel without fear and trust the shape I'm in. If my thoughts begin to drift, I bring them back inside. Every choice I choose to live still feels like truth applied. I'm learning to feel without fear, no need to close my eyes. Every moment carries meaning when I let it rise. I don't doubt the path from here, I don't force the end. I'm learning to feel without fear and let my heart extend. I remain open inside.